Secrets of the Crystal Cavern. In a cozy little cottage nestled at the edge of an ancient forest, an old man sat by the crackling fireplace with his two grandchildren, Liam and Olivia, curled up at his feet. The room was warm and filled with the sweet scent of pine wood, mingling with the aroma of freshly baked cookies. The flames danced merrily, casting flickering shadows on the walls as the old man adjusted his spectacles and began to weave his tale. Once upon a time, in a land far beyond the whispering woods and shimmering rivers, there lived a brave young boy named Liam and his clever sister, Olivia. They lived in a quaint village surrounded by lush meadows and rolling hills, where every day was an adventure waiting to unfold. Liam, with his tousled brown hair and sparkling blue eyes, was known throughout the village for his courage and kindness. Olivia, with her golden curls and curious blue eyes, was equally admired for her sharp wit and gentle heart. Together, they were an unstoppable team, always ready to help a friend in need or solve a tricky puzzle. One crisp autumn morning, as the leaves turned to hues of gold and crimson, Liam and Olivia set out on a journey that would change their lives forever. It all began with a mysterious letter that arrived at their doorstep, carried by a swift and elegant owl. The letter was sealed with a wax emblem of a crescent moon and a star, a symbol neither of them had ever seen before. To the brave hearts of Liam and Olivia, the letter began, "A great adventure awaits you beyond the enchanted forest. Follow the trail of the moonlight and seek the Crystal Cavern. There, you will find a secret that has been hidden for centuries, a secret that only you two can uncover." Liam and Olivia exchanged excited glances, their hearts racing with the promise of an adventure. They knew this was no ordinary message. It was a call to something extraordinary, something that only they could accomplish together. Without a moment's hesitation, they sprang into action. Olivia packed a satchel with essentials: a loaf of bread, a small flask of water, and a tiny compass that had once belonged to their grandfather. With their spirits high and determination set, they bid farewell to their parents and set off towards the enchanted forest. The forest was a place of wonder and mystery, where the trees stood tall and proud, their leaves whispering secrets of old to those who cared to listen. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the sunlight filtered through the canopy above, casting dappled patterns on the forest floor. Every rustle and chirp seemed to beckon them further along the winding path. The first creature they encountered was a wise old owl perched on a low-hanging branch. Its feathers were a soft blend of brown and white, and its eyes glowed with an ancient knowledge. "Hoo-hoo," it greeted them, "I see you have received the call. The path ahead is fraught with challenges, but fear not, for you possess the courage and wisdom needed to prevail." Liam and Olivia thanked the owl, and it hooted a final piece of advice before fluttering away. "Trust the animals of the forest, for they will guide you true." As they continued their journey, they came across a clearing bathed in golden sunlight. There, a family of deer grazed peacefully. The youngest deer, a fawn with big, innocent eyes, approached them cautiously. "Welcome, travelers," said the fawn in a soft, melodic voice. "We have heard of your quest. Follow the path marked by the white stones, and it will lead you closer to the Crystal Cavern." Olivia knelt and gently stroked the fawn's head. "Thank you, dear friend," she said warmly. "We will remember your kindness." With renewed determination, they followed the trail of white stones, which led them to a bubbling brook. There, they met a playful otter who was busy building a dam. The otter paused and looked up at them with twinkling eyes. "Ah, adventurers," he exclaimed, splashing water in his excitement. "The Crystal Cavern is not far now, but beware of the tricky fox who guards the final path. He loves riddles and will only let you pass if you answer correctly." Liam and Olivia exchanged determined glances. They were ready for whatever challenge lay ahead. Thanking the otter for the warning, they pressed on, their hearts beating in unison with the rhythm of the forest. As dusk began to fall, casting a twilight glow over the landscape, they finally encountered the fox. He sat on a moss-covered rock, his fur a brilliant shade of red, and his eyes sharp and cunning. "Greetings, young ones," the fox said with a sly grin. "To pass through here, you must answer my riddle. Are you prepared?" Liam stepped forward confidently. "We are ready." The fox's eyes sparkled with mischief as he recited the riddle. "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?" Olivia thought for a moment, her eyes narrowing in concentration. Then, a smile spread across her face. "An echo," she exclaimed. The fox's grin widened, and he bowed graciously. "You are indeed clever, Olivia. You may pass." With the fox's blessing, Liam and Olivia continued on their way. As the moon rose high in the sky, casting its silvery light upon the forest, they finally reached the entrance to the Crystal Cavern. Its entrance shimmered with an ethereal glow, beckoning them inside. Taking a deep breath, the siblings stepped into the cavern, ready to uncover the ancient secret that awaited them within its glittering depths. As Liam and Olivia ventured into the Crystal Cavern, they were awestruck by the sight before them. The walls glistened with thousands of sparkling crystals, reflecting the moonlight and creating a mesmerizing kaleidoscope of colors. The air was cool and filled with a faint, melodious hum, as if the crystals themselves were singing a welcoming song. Deeper into the cavern, they walked, their footsteps echoing softly against the stone floor. They came upon a vast chamber, where a towering crystal stood at its center, pulsating with a gentle, soothing light. Surrounding the crystal were intricate carvings and ancient symbols, hinting at a long-forgotten history. As they approached the central crystal, a soft voice echoed through the chamber, startling them. "Welcome, Liam and Olivia," the voice said. "I am the guardian of the Crystal Cavern, and I have awaited your arrival for many centuries." Liam and Olivia exchanged curious glances before addressing the unseen voice. "Who are you?" Liam asked. "And why have you called us here?" The light from the central crystal intensified, and from within its depths emerged a figure of radiant energy, taking the form of an ethereal being with gentle features and a serene smile. "I am Lumina," she introduced herself, "the spirit of the ancient forest and protector of its secrets." Lumina's presence filled the room with warmth and tranquility. "Long ago," she began, "this land was in harmony, guided by the wisdom of the Crystal Cavern. But darkness threatened our world, and the power of the crystals had to be hidden, waiting for the right souls to awaken it once more. You, brave Liam and clever Olivia, are those chosen souls." Olivia stepped forward, her eyes wide with wonder. "What must we do?" Lumina extended her glowing hand, revealing two small crystal shards, one blue and one green. "These are the heart crystals," she explained. "They contain the essence of courage and wisdom. You must journey to the highest peak of the Whispering Mountains and place these crystals at the ancient altar. Doing so will restore the balance and protect our world from the encroaching darkness." Taking the shards with reverence, Liam and Olivia nodded resolutely. "We will do it," Liam promised. "We won't let you down." Lumina's smile grew brighter. "I have no doubt in your strength and determination. Remember, the forest and its creatures will always guide you. Trust in each other, and you will succeed." With Lumina's blessings and the heart crystals in their possession, Liam and Olivia exited the Crystal Cavern, their path now illuminated by a newfound purpose. As they journeyed through the forest and towards the Whispering Mountains, they encountered many familiar faces. The wise old owl, the gentle deer, and the playful otter, each offering encouragement and support. The days turned into weeks as they traversed treacherous terrain, crossed roaring rivers, and climbed steep cliffs. At long last, they stood at the base of the Whispering Mountains, their peaks shrouded in mist and mystery. With determination burning in their hearts, they began their ascent. Higher and higher they climbed, the air growing thinner and colder. But Liam and Olivia pressed on, driven by their mission. Finally, they reached the summit, where the ancient altar stood, weathered by time but still powerful. Placing the blue and green heart crystals into the grooves of the altar, they watched in awe as a radiant light erupted, dispelling the clouds and darkness that had gathered. The sky cleared, revealing a breathtaking panorama of the land below, now bathed in the soft glow of the restored crystals. As the light settled, Lumina appeared once more, her form more brilliant than ever. "You have done it," she said, her voice filled with pride. "You have restored the balance and ensured the safety of our world." Liam and Olivia felt a wave of joy and relief wash over them. They had faced many challenges and emerged victorious, their bond stronger than ever. As they descended the mountain and returned to their village, they knew that their adventure had only just begun.